Alexander is in his home, relaxing on the couch and watching a Christmas special of Frosty the Snowman. Alexander lets out a light chuckle from happiness and says, "What a lovely Christmas special. Never get tired of it." He continues watching until it was over. At that time, he turns off the TV and starts walking on the wooden floors. He hums happily as he was going to the kitchen to get himself a bowl of soup. There was a knocking at the door.
Who could that be at this hour?
Alexander said. A second knock.
Really now? It's late. A third knock sounded, and he walked towards the door, unlocking it. Yes, how can I... He gets caught off. No, who would leave a girl like you all alone out here in the cold? He says, looking at a small girl.
Inside.
Oh, how rude of me. Please, come inside. He says as he put the girl in and locks the door behind her. You could catch a dreadful cold from being out there like this. My, we should get you out of these wet clothes. Come, I'll give you some clothes and some soup to warm you up, okay? Alexander takes the girl to his room, giving her a good change of clothes and a blanket to cover herself up and get warm. You poor thing. It seems the cold is already starting, he says as he grabs a bowl of soup for her and puts it in front of her. He helps feed her. She was too cold to take her arms out of the cover he had given her to warm up in. Honestly, who would leave a young girl out in the cold? He says in his head. Where does she come from? The girl was shivering violently in those wet clothes she wore. They were tattered and bloody. Bloody? Where did she get covered in blood? She doesn't seem to have wounds on her body, so it couldn't be from her. He thought to himself. Child, what's your name? Can you speak?
A widow.
Ah, good. Do you know your name, dearie? He asked.
I don't remember.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Come to think of it, she did seem to have a slight bump on the side of her head. Amnesia, perhaps? Wonder if she knows about this blood. He clears her throat. May I ask, girl, what are these red spots? Do you know?
It's paint. It's paint.
Alright then. How did you get these red paint stains on your clothes, dear?
My brother painting outside.
Her brother? Oh my, this isn't good. This surely isn't paint on her shirt. It's blood. Your brother. Do you think you could take me to where he is? Do you remember? He asked her.
Yeah.
Alexander gave her a jacket to wear as they both went outside into the cold winter night. Jeez, it's freezing out here. Not to mention also the fog. The girl and I have been wandering the streets for a while now, and still no sign of her brother. It's sort of meaningless in this fog. You can barely see in front of you. But for some reason this girl seems to know where to go pretty well in it.
There! Big brother! See him? He's sleeping now!
The girl shouted. Her brother's face down. I could see a small pool of blood underneath him. I have to check. Alexander walks up to the boy and places 2 fingers on his neck.
Big brother, wake up!
There was no pulse. He's not sleeping, sweetie. There was a moment of silence until the girl went over to the body of her brothers and tried to wake him up by shaking him.
Brother, wake up! Wake up!
While she was trying to wake up her brother, Alexander went by to the nearest house and knocked on the door. "Excuse me, miss. I'm sorry to disturb your night, but please call the police. There's a child on the ground." A while later, police arrived on the scene. The little girl was crying in Alexander's arm. He was holding her and soothing her. "Shh. It's going to be okay." An officer walked up to them.
The boy is sadly dead. He seems to have been fighting with someone and hit with a blunt object. We tried running a background on him and found out that his parents are missing. Couldn't really find out much on if he had a sister or not.
I see.
You can take this child off your hands and take her to foster care immediately.
Actually, I'm planning on taking this child.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Yes, of course. Besides, it doesn't look like this child wants to part from me just yet. Alexander looks over to the girl in his arms.
Well, alright. I need your name.
Yes, Alexander Jolan.
Jolan? Circus Jolan?
Yes.
And the girl? What's your name, girl?
Her name is Akira. Two years have passed, and Akira is now 7. She has learned about some of Alexander's past, and likes the idea of the circus in his family. She wishes she could have seen it. It's about spring now. The two are outside doing laundry together. Well, 2 years have passed since I adopted the young girl who appeared in my doorstep that cold winter night. My little white fox, I call her now, as a nickname. She seems to like it.
Papa, Alex, look!
Akira called, doing acrobatic stunts on the laundry cord Alexander had set up. "Nicely done, Akira. Please do be careful on there." Yes, and she has become a bit daring too, especially after I told her about my parents' circus. I wasn't going to bring it up just yet, but she let us exploring and found a small box I had in my room with old flyers and burnt up pictures I tried to save from the blaze. Akira seemed just as fascinated as I was when I was her age. After finding out, she began doing flips and swirls all over the house, saying she wanted to do the acrobatic and tightrope acts. So energetic my little white fox is. Fox. She would be a double with a pair of ears and tails. I could certainly do that with these powers of mine. But not at the moment. Akira jumped from the laundry cord and ran over to Alexander.
Hey, Papa, I'm thirsty.
"Oh, well, there's water inside, dear. I'm going to run to the store and pick up a few things. Do you want to come along?"
No, it's okay. I won't stay.
"Are you sure? You're only 7, Akira."
I'll be fine. I won't open the door to anybody. I won't answer the phone, and I'll be very quiet, so it seems no one's home.
"Well, I won't be long."
Okay.
Akira was inside wandering around.
That's coming from Papa's room.
Akita walked into Alexander's room, looking around to find the sound.
Hello? Is anyone there?
She goes to one side of the room. She can hear it clearly.
In the closet? What are these things? They're small. They're in 3 cages, but I only see 2 cages. Oh, one looks like a troll. It has a huge flat nose and wrinkles all over. The other one looks like a huge, ugly rat with bulge eyes. Its belly is big. It's eating something.
Do they disgust you, my dear?
Papa, what are they?
The people that destroyed my dreams when I was young.
The fire?
That's right.
You turned them into those things?
My dear sweet Akita, you know how I call you my little white fox? I can give you real fox ears and tails, if you'd like, of course. All I want in return is for you not to speak a single word about what you just saw today.
I don't speak to anyone else but you, Papa. I promise I won't tell anyone.
That's my good little white fox of mine. You know, giving you the ears and tails gives me an idea that you might like.
The circus?
Well, aren't you excited about that? How about it, Akita? Do you think we should rebuild the circus?
Yes, I could be the tightrope walker.
Well then, I guess it's decided. The circus will be brought back, with a new face and a new name. Cirque and Nightmares. It's a new beginning.